HCG Mixing Instructions. HCG QCOG brand, 5,000 international units. Empty 30 milliliter vial. And your 30 milliliter bacteriostatic water. I need your large mixing needle. Make sure the needle tip is screwed on really well before you uncap it and use it. 10 cc's. And your sterile wipes. Make sure you clean the tops of all your vials. I'm going to open them really quick. Take your sterile wipe. Wipe the tops of all the vials. I take 2 cc's when I mix my HCG. So you pull it back to the 2 cc mark and you put it into the bacteriostatic water vial. Inject the air to create a vacuum, turn it over, and just let it go, and I'll fill it up pretty much on its own. Make sure the bubble's at the top. You flick it and I'll force that air back into the bottle, and then I push it to the 2 cc mark. And then take it out. Take my HCG, insert the needle into it very slowly, inject the water, aim towards the side of the bottle without touching, and just inject it slowly. I'll be filling it with the water. I don't want to push back out the air. So, rule of thumb, you have to replace what you take and take out what you put in. So if you're putting in liquid, you need to take out that air. And I wanted to force out that air right there. So I'm going to pull out the 2 cc's of air since I put 2 cc's of liquid in there. So I didn't shake it at all, and it's completely dissolved, but I'm just going to set it down right here. I don't shake it or anything. Just let it sit and it'll dissolve on its own. That's 2 cc's. I recommend 22 milliliters or cc's, a little bit extra just in case some leaks out during every day that you're injecting. So I pull it back to the 10 cc mark, give myself the air, put it into the bacteriostatic water bottle, inject the air, turn it over. You can see how it just starts to fill up on its own. It's not good. I'll pull it back some. Make sure you're not getting just air. Push it back up in there. And then pull out the liquid. And make sure I have 10 cc's exactly. I don't want to miscalculate. So you have enough to last you for 40 days. I'm inserting into my already cleaned sterile top vial, empty vial. When you inject it, all of the 10 cc's in there. Once it's all in there, you're gonna watch as the air wants to come back out, because whatever you put in, you have to take out, so that you can even out the pressure. So take out the air. Now I need to put the HCG mixture into the water, so I can give myself some pressure so it pulls it out. Insert into my HCG. And since there's not much water in there, I make sure the needle has pulled kind of most of the way out. You see how that. And I'm going to inject the air, and then it'll just come out. See? And I've got pretty much every bit of it out. And I want to inject this into some bacteriostatic water. I've only injected 10 so far. So I'm injecting the 2 from the HCG. Take those 2 back out of air. Now I need to go in and get 10 more cc's of my bacteriostatic water. So I'm going to pull it back to the 10 again. Inject it into my, turn it over. Make sure your needle is in the water. And just let it go. Letting it go and letting it fill up on its own. I have to pull it back some, push in that air bubble that I see. Pull out all of that to the 10 cc mark. Okay. Insert this into my vial. I'm going to use, it's called the HCG mixture in it. Be really careful with the mixture not to shake it too much, since the HCG is a live molecule. You don't want to hurt it. That's why you keep it in the fridge at 40 degrees or below. Do not freeze it, but just keep it in the fridge at all times. And cap this immediately. It's dangerous. You can even take the needle off. And then you are done with this, you can just throw this away. So you have your bacteriostatic water now has 8 cc's left in it. You can just throw this away. Your HCG vial is empty, throw that away. So now you have just your mixture here that you'll use, put it directly into the fridge. I wrap mine in foil. And you use it every day, every morning, half a cc, half of your syringe to the 50 mark. And it'll last you 40 days. Thank you.